Hi, here is one of the top ways I have encouraged students to finance their expat stay or retirement in popular destinations. Implementing a rent-a-room income. Don't click off. You can learn from this strategy regardless of your situation or your status. Here is an example of how this works. The location is Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. The property is a 3-bedroom, 2-bath condo overlooking the sea. Now this is important. The rent is $3,000 USD a month, of which you have no intentions of paying over $500 a month out of your own pocket. Here's how and here's why. You give the best 2 bedrooms to guests. You learn exactly how to price, list, and market your room rentals using the channel's book. Of course, having guests stay overnight in your condo is included in the rental agreement. If it's not included, then there is no agreement. You do not rent the property. You place a small refrigerator in each room and a little hot plate with a table on the balcony. That way your guests have complete privacy. They can use the main kitchen if they choose to, but they don't have to. The condo has 2 full baths, a view of the sea for each room, and a balcony providing privacy. The nightly rate is based on the average rate in Puerto Vallarta during each season. This probably means that each room is rented for $80 a night, with the 80% occupancy rate during peak season. Note, this is a note for you. The guest who has to share a bathroom receives a lower rental rate. If each room is rented on an average of 20 nights out of a month, that is income of $1,600 US times 2 equals $3,200 a month. Now, there is a shortage of rentals, good rentals, from January to March every year, each year. No, there's no failure in this factor. This is due to snowbirds traveling south for the winter. People from the United States and other parts of the country all flock to warm weather paradises, and Puerto Vallarta is definitely a warm weather paradise. Your rent to the rental agency is $3,000 a month, no matter what, rain or shine. Do you see where I'm going with this? Okay, here's the deal. You must like people in order for this to work. The other thing is, you must have confidence in yourself that you can pull this off. You do not want to be stuck with a $3,000 a month rent each month. The key words for listing a property like this are sea view, privacy, and fast internet. And you make sure that your internet connection will support 2 or more laptops at a very fast pace. Now here's another way that I have encouraged students to earn income in retirement. Before I started making videos, I took notes on my lifestyle. And while traveling slowly around the world, retired, I began putting my notes into ebook format in the Kindle store on Amazon. There is so much important information that I cannot possibly share in a video. For example, I took notes on my Taxes Will Travel startup in the Silicon Valley, San Francisco Bay Area. I then continued the business model online after I retired and while I was traveling around Mexico. Now, the book became popular, and then I created a course on Udemy, which has over 1,450 students and counting. Some of my students are earning $100K a year, working only 6 months out of the year. That's because they follow the course. Now, one of the factors that ensures a tax professional can earn twice that amount, or at least $100K a year, is when they add services mentioned in the course, like bookkeeping and accounts receivable loans, aka short-term business loan placement, which I explain all of this in the course. Becoming a tax professional during your retirement years is a wonderful way to supplement your retirement income. Now, sitting at a station at one of the tax services is not my idea of a wonderful retirement. So I encourage students in the course to create a mobile tax service where they travel to the client, pick up the information, take it back to their home office, complete the tax return, and then deliver the tax return face to face. Now, when I was doing this, I also included tax planning. Tax planning automatically included increasing taxable income. So I did very well in my little one-person startup business. And yes, this were for people who just did not want to go into H&R Block and other tax businesses and sit and wait for the next available tax professional who they knew nothing about. So my little business grew. I had a sign on my car, and because I had a 1985 Porsche Carrera, this meant that it looked like, okay, she does not need my money. So yeah, I'm going to go with her. I'm going to let her do my taxes because it doesn't look like she needs my money. Little did they understand that the car, the sports car, was a tax write-off. I was leasing it, and I was able to write off the majority of the car because I used it for business. It was a magnet for bringing in new tax clients. So now that I'm traveling the world slowly, it's all about finding reliable and verifiable ways to supplement my retirement income, because Social Security it takes care of me every month. It's a basis. But my Social Security is not as large as most people because I was self-employed for the majority of my adult life. And unfortunately for me, I did not put into and pay into my retirement account like I should have. Maybe that's good, maybe it's not. But one thing about it, continuing to work and keep my mind busy and traveling, this keeps me younger at heart.